Hey guys, and lady guys, my name is Otkin and welcome to new video. As always please leave a like. Please, 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 and subscribe if you are new here. Enjoy the video. I'm the most handsome man on the whole of Reddit. My beard is by far the greatest ever seen. There is no way you can ever make me feel like I'm not a king. Roast me. Of all the angles, you chose the one that makes you look like Britney Spears trapped inside an Iraqi felon's body. Take Sid me baby one more time, quite literally judging by the dent in his forehead. Your fingers have a better hairline than your head. As a fellow hairy fingered man, this one cut deep. Solid roast, sir. You look like you're trying to sell me overpriced phone cases in a mall kiosk. You look like you sell fake Nikes on Facebook. As a lawyer who sues people selling fake, can't tell the brand, on Facebook, I can confirm. McDonald's logo hairline. I'm hating it. You look like you play RuneScape for a living. If Gandhi and Gollum had a child together it would look like you. 22-year-old, Indian medical student. You look like the son who gets negatively compared a lot to his more successful cousins. Surgery went great, the computer is working fine now. This dude shaved 15 minutes before this pic was taken. Your eyes look like the introvert at a party trying to slowly slip out of the room without anyone noticing. Everyone notices but just won't say anything. I bet you were born with full body hairs. Spends 15 years in med school, still ends up joining tech support. Hey, I'm a 42 years old machining operator and a avid horror fan. Roast me. She got a full mouth of front teeth. Say it loud for the teeth in the back. If Shrek and Donkey had a kid. Shranky. Shranks. You look like Hagrid on a date. 50% Hagrid, 50% horror movie monster, and 100% disappointing. I bet you could eat a corn cob through a chain link fence. Here's a drawing. Do you operate machines with those teeth? She's the lead beaver at the local dam. Her favorite horror movie is called The Bathroom Mirror. 21. Female, criminally hungover and wasting money at liberal arts school. We all know that from your piercings and dyed hair. Paid all that money to get your lips pierced and still have no one that wants to see them. I bet you blame the patriarchy for drinking like a fish last night. You look like someone who lied her way through introductory stats and who gets regularly attacked by homeless people. Who are you? Do you know me? You're right, you are wasting your money. Time to quit art school and follow the path that you were always meant to follow. Barista with an OnlyFans on the side. 21 years old female accountant and accountant aka beauty and smarts, so give it your best shot. For an accountant you've come up with a disappointing figure. Do you always have to hold your big head up with your overinflated ego? Beauty and smarts and all she could accomplish is 3 subscribers to her OnlyFans. When you have to come to roast me because you aren't hot enough to build up OnlyFans. Oh sorry, not roasting, just observing. You're not an accountant, you're an accounting student. You'll drop out before graduating because of that OnlyFans cash you're making now before the guys jerking off get bored of you and you wind up as a cashier at best. Please ruin my day. That nose is so flat, but I still bet it's the first thing that touches the wall when you walk towards it. I'd say her pee does first. You're the Paris Hilton of Motel 6. You know it's bad when the only curves you have are your eyebrows. Ruin your day. Your face just ruined mine. It must get pretty expensive having to buy your own drinks at the bar. My friend thinks you guys are too vanilla. 5 feet 11, 83 kilograms, thinks he's God's gift to women. It's a mustache, not a magic carpet. Please stop asking kids if they wanna ride. Sometimes I feel as if I got added to a list just for reading some of these comments. The only reason he's God's gift to women is because he drives them to their boyfriends' house in his father's cab. God's gift to women. This is the guy who an average guy brings to the bar with them so that they look better by comparison. Is your friend free on the weekends? God can have him back. While the only thing truly vanilla in this thread is the color of his teeth, probably one of the many reasons every female being looking at him thinks ice cream. Roast me harder than the sun after a 5 minutes walk. The wall behind you is the only thing interesting in this photo. Obviously your long sign is compensating for something. If you lie down on the ground, people might mistake you for a crime scene outline. Christian Pale. This photo lacks testosterone and melanin. You probably think mayo is spicy. And peppermint burns. If shaking water makes it taste better, had a face. You look like my brother Mayo. I'm so sorry for you. Tell him from me that I think he's beautiful. Plot twist, you are his brother and he is still sorry for you. All my friends got roasted yesterday. I feel left out. 5 years from now all my friends got married. I feel left out. Your friends didn't even invite you to get roasted. Take the hint. Clearance aisle Zendaya. Ariana Bland. You look like the local girl in Morocco that shows a shortcut to the protagonist of the movie, only to disappear in anonymity forever. All black doesn't hide the fact that puberty skipped you like Spotify. You have the body of an iPhone. I'm assuming this picture was taken in the cafe where you work as a barista because your art major didn't work out. I joined Reddit 2 years ago after neither of my parents wished me a happy birthday. Try to make me cry harder than I did that day. It's kinda hard for them to remember your birthday when you eat cake every day. I don't know what's more pathetic, your parents not wishing you a happy birthday or you pretending that there is someone out there who actually asked you to marry them. You're still upset about that? Forget it. God knows they are trying to forget you. You sort of remind me of Bernadette from Big Bang Theory, but if she eaten the rest of the cast. Maybe these chunky black frame glasses will give me some sort of identity. You. Or, you got all dressed up to stay in and eat ice cream. That's cute. Because one time wasn't enough and my parents finally let me out the attic. You look like someone who does Harry Potter BuzzFeed quizzes all day. Imagine opening the attic door after watching a nabble, only to see Raggedy Ann looking back at you. Raggedy Bland. You look like Ronald McDonald's mistress he hides from his wife. I've always thought that Wendy was Ronald McDonald's illegitimate daughter. You could paint free real estate on your forehead and still won't find anyone willing to come inside you. At least you had time while in the attic to make that jacket out of your grandmother's couch. By parents, let me out of the attic you mean the folks who live here left for work, so I came out of their closet wearing their clothes, put their things back, and move on, you freaking goblin. Roast me because I have no friends to do it for me. You're either 21 and doing crystal bowl audio therapy or 35 and newly divorced. Yes. No, I do not want to hear you play the ukulele. Taking care of plants is not a suitable replacement for having friends, but I think you're gonna need more plants. You look like an after photo when Sadness from Inside Out went in for a hab. It's nice that you have plants in your room to replace the oxygen that you waste. Did you intentionally dye your hair enough for it to be as dead as your eyes, or was that a happy accident? You look like you blame all of your problems on male privilege. This roast is part of my exposure therapy to help with my overwhelming fear of rejection and criticism. Please be as cruel as possible to help cure me. You're so sad, your therapist is letting us deal with you. No way this therapist is licensed. I'll just take this sign and post on Reddit. It was my idea. The therapist had concerns about it, but I'm glad they didn't reject me. It's just everybody else that does. You look like a middle-aged woman cosplaying an Asian mannequin doll having a midlife crisis. Roast in the shell. Your hairdresser may have committed a war crime. She does it herself. You think she can talk to a hairdresser for 20 minutes? Ironically, if you exposed yourself to others, they would need to go to therapy as well. You look like Danny DeVito and Yoko Ono had a kid. Don't be so hard on yourself. I love the costumes you made for The Incredibles. Can't tell if this is Shaggy cosplaying as Velma, or the other way around. Is there a part of this process where you apologize to those you hurt? If so, can you skip to that now, and apologize for showing us this picture, and ruining an otherwise okay day? I'm just gonna go ahead, and write you a prescription for another couple cats, and send you on your way. Thanks for watching y'all. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye fellas.